It is an absolute joy and privilege, and I am filled with so much gratitude to be here and to be a part of this incredibly important movement. And I thank you, Woody, for making this all possible for all of us. As Woody said, my name is Janie Hoffman, and in addition to being a small farmer in rural San Diego, where all of our produce goes into our local CSA, I'm also the CEO and founder of Mama Chia. We are an organic, chia-based food and beverage company, and we created the first-to-market chia seed beverage. So I just want to ask, how many folks know what chia seeds are? Oh, ooh, my crowd. So how many folks are already eating or drinking chia now? All right. Yes. So I love that so many of us now know what an amazing ancient grain this really is. It's incredible. So Mama Chia is a very proud founding member of Slow Money. In fact, we were the first company to spread the Slow Money love by putting the Slow Money logo on every single one of our beverages and snacks. And I'm soon going to be introducing you to another company that's now doing so, and I'm hoping there's going to be many more to come. Mama Chia is also a certified B Corporation, and we're a member of 1% for the Planet. In fact, 1% of our gross sales go right off the top, go back to support our local food systems and our small food enterprises. So yay! I agree, thank you. As Woody said, so back in 2009, when I first read the Slow Money Principles, wow, I knew I needed to be a part of this movement. And I didn't know what that was going to look like or what that really meant, and I don't know if any of us really did, and I'm sure there's plenty of us that still aren't sure what that really means, but I was all in. And I knew I needed to be at that inaugural gathering in Santa Fe, and I am so thankful that I listened to my soul and that I went, because it was one of the most defining moments of my life. The relationships that have been born and cultivated within the Slow Money community are some of the most powerful and beautiful relationships that I've ever experienced. So I thank you all for that. And so the next year, in 2010, I was one of the presenting entrepreneurs. And this was before Mama Chia had any product on shelves. In fact, truth be known, I'll tell you now, I didn't say this then, but we hadn't even figured out how to take my kitchen recipes and bottle them. In fact, we had one disastrous test run after another, but that didn't stop me. I was determined to make this happen. So let me take a sip here. So with that, what was really also kind of interesting is just 2 days before presenting at Shelburne Farms, I had my very first sales meeting, and that was with our local buyer at Whole Foods. And it was a really intense meeting, and but she did make it clear that she was very, very supportive of Mama Chia and that she wanted to take us throughout the entire region. And then my second sales call, if you will, actually happened at Shelburne Farms in this kind of funky trailer on the property with Mike Cantor, who is the owner of Cambridge Naturals. Where is Mike? Where are you, Mike? I know he's here somewhere. He was so incredible. He became our cheerleader in the biggest way, and he reached out to his entire network, and this is a gentleman who is beloved and admired within the natural foods community, and really became our champion and opened up doors for us on the East Coast that were just beautiful and profound. So fast forward, 3 years later, after I had been presenting, this very beautiful and generous community of Slow Money has invested $500,000 in Mama Chia. It's just incredible. And yeah, absolutely. And Mama Chia is now one of the best-selling beverages. We are ranked 7th in the natural channel, and we're already ranked 11th in the mass mainstream grocery store channel. And this is in a very crowded category that has behemoths like Coca-Cola's Odwalla and PepsiCo's Naked and Campbell's Bolthouse. But the most amazing and the most important part about Mama Chia's success is that we are able to give back even more, and that we are able to be of greater service and of greater support, to Slow Money, to our local food movement, to these very important small food enterprises that are so necessary right now for the health and well-being of our souls, but also the soul of our planet. So with that, I would like to introduce to you my neighbor, Frank Golbeck. He is the CEO and founder of Golden Coast Mead, and not meat, mead, and he's going to tell you how he's making a difference in our local food movement. There you go, Frank.
Good morning, and thank you, Janie, for the introduction. As Janie said, I'm Frank Golbeck, CEO, co-founder, and head mead maker at Golden Coast Mead in San Diego. Golden Coast Mead makes and sells mead. Mead, spelled M-E-A-D, is what you get when you take honey, mix it with spring water, ferment that mix, you get the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. We're passionate about mead, about making and getting you the best mead you've ever had, even if you've never had it. We're passionate about the magic of its quality, the magic of its history, the way it brings community together around a place, and how by drinking it, we can all help save the bees. Our company's story has been a story of growth that's deliberate and slow. We started renting space in a local winery after making it in our basement in college. We were selling in 5 shops locally. Now we're in our own licensed facility, selling in 45 shops and discussing distribution in our region with Whole Foods and Sprouts markets. Slow Money has revolutionized the trajectory of our business's growth. It's given us the space to imagine a future for our company that doesn't involve a sales event or an acquisition, but instead allows us to grow intentionally. We see Slow Money, this network, as a vital community that has connected us with local slow capitalists who are aligned with our vision, and we hope all the entrepreneurs in the room see the potential that this network has. We believe in the power of this network so much that we've put the Slow Money logo on our label too, and we want all the other entrepreneurs to do the same. That way we'll have the opportunity to address our communities when we go home and share our passion and our product about how this network has grown this movement, and we want to spread it even faster. We hope too that the community of entrepreneurs, responsible businesses, and financiers gathered here are taking advantage of the tool set that Slow Money has laid out. Marco Evangelisti has written about the royalty-based loan, which has been critical for the growth of Golden Coast Mead. A royalty-based loan is a loan repaid and a premium made from a percentage of the recipient company's revenues. This arrangement is very useful and powerful for a small company that has entered the market, begun selling, but may not have the valuation that makes equity sales attractive. Since the royalty loan is based off a percentage of revenue, it allows the recipient company to focus on the product, the process, and growing the business. Servicing the debt is a byproduct of growth and success. My sharing the stage with Mama Chia today is symbolic of how our economy is shared between larger and smaller players. All of us are in it together. We have the opportunity to unite behind this Slow Money movement and begin to put our economy and our culture back into balance, the way Rudolf Steiner spoke about nearly 100 years ago as critical to human happiness and justice. We hope that the relationship between Mama Chia and Golden Coast Mead inspires everyone here to make relationships while they're at Slow Money that they take home and begin to shape the economy and culture that we all need in our regions and neighborhoods. Thank you for the chance to share a bit of our story and passion. I look forward to meeting you all and hearing about yours. Cheers.